Hello, Noah. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website on to me for analysis, and that's what this video is. It is your analysis. Now, I've looked over your site, and it is underperforming, and you're probably saying, oh, they say that to everybody. I do not. I only say it when you're underperforming. And I'm going to show you the numbers on why that is. I'm going to show you why these folks are your number one competitor, Great Way Roofing. And I'm going to show you how to beat them at their own game. Just turn the numbers around. It's easy enough to do. So the first thing I have to tell you, though, is that you have a great website. It's interactive. It's got some great custom photos. It might be a little brief. And that's what I would say is its biggest downfall. I do see that it says copyright 2024, so I don't know if you have somebody who is consistently updating it, but it might need some more updating. That's not might, it should. It needs some updating because what I'm going to talk to you about is not something that was around, say, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, even 3 years ago. There was not a great push to do the things that I'm going to talk to you about. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you after I look at your site is this. I have a paid subscription to this thing called Ahrefs. This gives me all of the metrics of your site. It shows me literally what is in your site. Now, the next thing I do is I do a Google search for Agora Hills. The reason I'm doing that is because Google is responsible for 96% of the traffic on the internet. That is a huge amount. If you did 96% of the roofs in Conejo Valley, oh my goodness, you would be rolling in the dough. That's how powerful Google is. Now, it's important to know how Google works because if you don't know how something works, you can't take advantage of it. You can't use it. I think it's even an OSHA rule. I don't know. But here is the nice thing. This is a huge positive. You are up at the top of what we call the map pack. Now, everything on a Google search results page comes from the Google algorithm. Now, the Google algorithm, oh, somebody has released the hound. Sorry about that. Everything on the Google algorithm is determined by what the algorithm finds in your website. It looks at things in your website and then it determines the order of the search results page. Now, you did great by being number one here in the map pack. And what you did was, I don't even know if you knew, you went and filled out a Google business profile. And that business profile asked you all sorts of questions that you see here. And it would ask you to prove that the site is your own. Somebody in charge of that did that really well because this is a place that is rewarded by Google if you do that well. And that is the first thing that the algorithm is looking for. There's only two more things it's looking for. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is show you that underneath the map pack, we have what we call the organic search results. And that's first one here is obviously Yelp. They're a list as opposed to an actual contractor. But Great Way are a contractor. That's why I wanted to contrast you with them when I was showing you in the very beginning. I don't know why. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Now, I can't do the same with your site. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, much better. Now I'm going to do something really fast with your website. I'm going to copy and paste it into this word counter. Here we go. 506 words. That's not bad. That's a good start. Here we go with them. Copy and paste. 2,323 words. Now, as an algorithm goes, it doesn't have any sense of reasoning or ability or the algorithm is looking for things that have nothing to do with customer satisfaction or the beauty of your website or anything like that. It is looking for content. Google wants to send their customers to some place where they will be taught about whatever it was they typed into that Google search box. And whether it has to do with oceanography or cooking or whether it has to do with, Conejo Valley roofer. They want to send their search customers, to some place that they will be educated about whatever they typed in that box. Now, they're going to consider this amount of words to be the winner in this contest that they have set up. 2,000 beats 500 for sure. And that means that your job is to now get 2,500 words on your homepage, and it is not hard to do. As you can see from their website, it is not looking like it's got a whole bunch of words on it. It looks very interactive. There's still a lot of things that slide around and photos, and I mean, look, it doesn't scroll that much further, but they probably have a bunch of things that are hidden in here, and that is something that your web designer or we can show you about too. You just hover over something and a bunch of words come up. Oh, look at that. See, this is one of the things. These customer reviews, they scroll. So all you have to do is hit this button here and you can see there's a whole bunch of words in there that only show up as one thing at a time. That's one way of hiding a bunch of words in there. That's very smart of them because they are appeasing the Google algorithm. Now, all words are not the same at Google. So unfortunately, you can't use the word donut about 2,000 times to get ahead. You're going to have words that are keywords. Now, you currently have 112 keywords on your website. Keywords are words that come from your and your competitors' websites. Google extracts all of those little key phrases, sees which ones appear the most, and matches them up to Google searches that people have actually done, and then matches them up to areas that you serve. Those are what serve as the keywords in most websites. Now, you have 112 and your competitor has 1,000. So you're about 900 behind on that one. I'm going to show you what they have because this could be very quick. Roofing Simi Valley, Agora Hills Roofing, Roofing Moore Park. Now, I don't know if you serve all of these areas also, but as you can see, this has to do with the areas that are served. Roofing blog, somebody wanted to see what roofers have to say about things, and I would rather have some roofer show me their good work as opposed to blogging about it, but who knows? Now, roofing blogs, why does that keep coming up? That is just a weird thing to me, but who am I? I'm not the king of the world, that much I know. Roof types in California. Now, see, this is a phrase of 4 words that I would never put together in a sentence because it's not my industry. But it is your industry, and so the types of roofs that are there, whether they're, I don't know, tile or, I don't know, maybe cement tile or 3-tab, I don't know. It's not my industry, so I'm just pretending I know words. But these are the sort of things that people are interested in their Google searches, and that's how they become a key phrase, a little keyword. How long does a tile roof last in California? So that is what the keywords are. And as you can see, there is a lot of them. And converted lattice patio cover to solid. Oh, converting. Well, I don't know. Well, that's weird. There are another 29 pages of these things, and I know what they all are. And they would be just as good on your website as they are on theirs. Now, let me show you. Well, the next thing is backlinks. Backlinks is where your site appears on a different site. For instance, Google or a Yelp. Your site would be on here. You have a link back to your site because you've put your URL in here. That is what a backlink is. Now, what we're really interested in is how many domains your backlink is on. Now, you have 25 different domains. That means different websites that they're on. And it's not double counting anything. So if you appear twice in one of the websites, doesn't matter. Your 25 domains is what we're looking at. Your competitor has 163. Again, that is a bit of a difference, but it is not insurmountable. It's much easier to catch up with than you could imagine. I'm going to show you what their referring domains are. Some of them are things that you probably are very aware of, and some of them might not be, but anything that they have that they are on here, you could get on too. Now, homestead.com, MapQuest, Yellow Pages, Porch.com, Super Pages, all of those have to do with people looking for contractors. Today's a homeowner. And some of them are just, like directories, Yellow Pages, MapQuest, obviously. Now, this number is important because it's called the domain rating, the DR, and it shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning these sites that are rated in the 90s and 80s and 70s have a lot of other sites that refer back to them. There are a lot of these people say, look us up on MapQuest, and then they show a picture of the map. Same with Yellow Pages. Look for us on yellowpages.com. There are a lot of links going back to yellowpages.com. So those are great ones that you could get on. It's as simple as filling out a profile. Truly. You just have to click a button that says list me, and then you're on their services. The reason Google wants you to have backlinks is simple. They don't want to have to vet your site by themselves. And the way that they vet the site is by, if enough people have a link to your site, they figure, well, it must be worthwhile enough to send our search customers to. That's what it's about. It's essentially like, Google is the mean girl at high school talking about somebody, and that person becomes infamous for the day. Google is essentially the mean girl in high school talking about people, and that's where they're going to send their customers to. So this is what it all comes down to ultimately. Your backlinks and your keywords and the way that you filled out your Google business profile led you to have 53 visits from a Google search last month. And that is down 3 from the month before. So that is the number of people who visited your site. That is what we call traffic. Here's what your competitor had, 560. So in other words, they had 10 times more opportunities for whatever to happen. Now, I don't know what the percentage is of people that visit a website that then ask for an estimate, because at that point, it's in your hands. If you can sell them once they ask for an estimate, that's great. But I don't know what that percentage is. But let's say it's only 0.5%. That means these people got 5 estimates out of this number of visits, and you got half of a person. Getting this number up is exactly what we're talking about, because the reason that they have so many hits is because they are at the top of a Google search. That's the bottom line here. Now, I'm going to do something that I'm going to look for your website, Conejo Valley Roofing, on Google search page here. And I don't know how far I'm going to have to scroll because I haven't done this, but I just want you to think about your own Google behavior. When you're searching for something, how far down do you search before you say to yourself, you know what? I probably have what I need from here on up. There we go. That's you right there. Not that far down. So look at what a difference it makes being like, 10 or 15 rows down here. That is what that means. That is a huge jump. These people get a lot of requests because they are up at the top. Now, I'm going to recap. Google Business Profile, you've done great at. Number 2, more keywords. And number 3, more backlinks. More and better of both. Now, of those 3 things, well, 2 of them, because you've already done one really well. Those 2 things are things that you can implement right now. And you can make these changes to your website, but we can also help you make these changes. And the goal, of course, would be to get you more customers from your online website that you already have. Not a lot needs to change in it, just the interior of it, things that people don't see. You can keep this aesthetic if you want, but some things in there need to change in order to change your standing in the Google search page. Now, Eric is going to call you back to get some feedback about what I've talked to you about in this video. So I hope I have been helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day, Noah.